The other thing I like about Germany, that would be the number 6, is that punctuality. Yeah, punctuality. I think I kind of like say it already before, that is crucial for Germans to be on time, because everybody here really is on time in the school and their jobs. As I told you, the buses are always on time, the stores, they open on time, they close on time, supermarkets, everything works with the clock. And I think this is one of the reasons why Germany has such a great success and the kind of life they have, because punctuality is super important. In Mexico, I remember when someone invites you to a party and they say, okay, the party is gonna start at 4, everybody starts coming to the party at 5 or 4:30 or 6:30, whatever. And here, when you say the party is gonna be at 4, the party is at 4. You know, it's like on time. And it's very rude when you get 10 minutes before the appointment or the party or whatever. Even also when you get 5, 10, 15 minutes late. I mean, that's super rude here, and you have to respect that. You have to respect punctuality, and I like it. I like to be on time. I don't like when people come to meet me late. You know, I don't like that. So for me, this is great. This is a great point, a plus point in Germany. Well, the 7th thing that I like here is the safety. Yeah, I haven't had any accident here, thanks God. I haven't had any situation where I feel that I'm in danger. I've seen, of course, in the news accidents, or I've seen situations that happens to other people, but it's very, very strange, and that normally happens in like big places, like big cities like Berlin or Munich or Frankfurt. But in the small places, like the places that I live, like for example Aachen or now in Monschau, is very, very safe. It's very, very strange when you find a situation that is dangerous. It's not like you're gonna have like a terror attack everywhere here. No, that doesn't really happen. Or it's not like you're gonna hear a bomb explode in the next corner. I mean, it's very, very, very safe. I like this. I love this because I feel protected all the time, even if I know that maybe, I don't know, in another place in Germany is happening terrible things, because I mean the actual situation now with all these political issues and whatever. But here where I live is super safe. I had situations before in the other apartment, but even that there were not really good situations, that doesn't really happen so often. Like it happens in Mexico. In Mexico is a different story. I mean, for example, here the people is not gonna come to a store or 3 or 4 or 5 stores at the same time and rob them. You know, this is what I'm trying to say here. The situation here is not like in Mexico. Here is safe, and here you don't find these mafias and, you know, ruling the streets and ruling the government and things like that. This is what I mean. This is a safe place. It's not corruption. It's not unsafety of any kind. You know, I mean, people here think about robbing someone or getting in a house and try to rob someone. They think about it twice, because they know that police is not gonna fool around. The other thing that I love about Germany, that would be the number 8, I think, is the social system. I think I also mentioned that before in my other videos, but I think I make it in Spanish. But the social system here is one of the best, because It doesn't matter if you have no job. It doesn't matter if you're not German citizen. I mean, of course you have to have a permission to live here, but what I mean is that, for example, me, I'm Mexican, and I have friends from Africa, and I have friends from Puerto Rico, and I have friends from Portugal, and I have friends from everywhere in the world, and they live in here in Germany. And even if someone cannot work, or someone has to go to school and that's the reason why they cannot work, or you had an accident, that's why you cannot work, whatever happens, and if you don't have a job, it doesn't mean that you're gonna live on the street and you're gonna ask for money to live and you're gonna eat from the trash. No, the social system here is so great that you always have a place to live, a decent place to live. You always have hot water to take a shower. You always have a heater, because now the weather is super cold, so you are warm all the time. If, for example, whatever happens and you cannot pay for your light or for your services, it doesn't mean that you're gonna get out of electricity or run out of electricity. The people always have to give you the service, and obviously they have to wait for you to pay, but you can still use the service. No, and this is what I like about here, because in Mexico, for example, you don't pay and forget it, you're out of water, you don't pay the light, you are out of electricity. No, you don't have money to pay your rent, but you live on the street, or you live with a friend or whatever. And here it doesn't happen. You know, it's very, very strange when you see someone asking for money on the street. And these people that normally you can find sometimes in some places, but it's very, very few, is people that are maybe addicted to some kind of drug, you know. So basically they're asking for money for buying alcohol or drugs or whatever, but they really don't have to do this, because they have money enough to eat, they have place to live, they have hot water, they have clothes, because here they give many institutions where they give clothes in a very, very small prices, and sometimes even for free. Also with the food, I talk about this before also in one of my videos, that there is a lot of institutions where you can go and say, hey, I have no money, or hey, I have no job, and they help you. So starvation here is not an option, if you know what I mean. And that doesn't happen in Mexico. In Mexico, it's like you have no job, well, you live in the street, or with a friend, or with a family, or whatever, you know. You don't have money to pay the rent, well, sorry, you know, you cannot live here. This is not the situation here. Here the government helps you to pay for your rent, for your food, for your kids, for the insurance, for example, until you can find a job. Or for example, in my case, now I'm going to school, and that's why they pay for my school. And if I want to keep studying, they will keep paying for my school, and they will keep helping me with the money for the rent or the money for my food. You know, I do things by myself. I work and little things here and there, because obviously I want to earn my money. But I don't feel stressed because, oh my God, I don't have enough money to pay my rent, I don't have enough money to eat. Because even if I don't have enough money to eat, I know I can go to the other institution, and I know I can tell them, you know what, I really have a hard time, I can show you how much I make, and I need your help. And they help you with food, you know. And this is amazing. I wish that they can have a program like this in Mexico, because it's really, really sad that now that I live here, I can compare the life that I had in my own country and the life that I'm having here in a foreign country, and I cannot believe that I have a better level of life here. You know, it is really, it's amazing for me, but it's also sad, because I wish that in Mexico they can have programs like this, and that the social system could be like this one, because I think then Mexico life would be different. And I think that in Mexico, the people will stop doing stupid things like committing crimes and so many corruption and whatever. But I mean, that's another story, right? The other thing that I love about here is that there is no dangerous animals. I mean, I know there's a snake somewhere. I haven't seen a snake at all since I live here. I'm here almost like 6 years, I think. and I haven't seen a snake. In Mexico I saw many snakes, like face to face basically. I had snakes inside my house many times. I have these scorpions inside my house in Mexico many times. I have these little lizards. They're like pink lizards. They're so terrible, and I have a really big phobia of these fucking lizards. But here there's not such thing like that. I mean, there's no like huge spiders or like scorpions or like, I don't know. Where I live, there's nothing like that. There's nothing like that here. And I haven't heard of any kind of like spider or scorpion or spider or dangerous animal that can kill you because it's poisonous or whatever. I haven't heard any story like this here. So this is for me very important because I have kids. So it's not pleasant when you know that in any corner you can find a dangerous animal and can kill you or kill your kids. So I like this. I like this fact about Germany, that there is no dangerous creatures here that can kill me. And the last thing that I love, I mean there's many other things, but just for this video, because yeah, I say I'm gonna make it short and it's already almost half hour. Oh my god. Well, the other and the last thing I like is that I haven't been in any natural disaster here. In Mexico I lived earthquakes, I lived hurricanes, I lived really terrible storms, and here I haven't lived anything like that. Someone told me that, I don't know, 4 hours far away from here, I think there's a place in Germany where they have tornadoes. And someone also told me that here they have also earthquakes, but I've been here almost 6 years and thanks God I haven't lived any earthquake. I haven't felt any earthquake. I haven't been in a difficult situation due to natural disaster. So that for me is a plus, because in Mexico, I know I was in Wilma. It was one of the biggest freaking hurricanes, and I was already in the 1986 earthquake in Mexico City, which was also terrible. I was also in Gilberto. That was another very bad hurricane, and I don't remember what else, but I mean I'm so happy that I don't find these kind of things here because it's not really nice when you're sleeping and then you start feeling like your house is moving. Oh god, this is terrible. No, or when you know that a hurricane is coming and you can be without food, without light, without water for I don't know how many days, and then your windows are gonna break and maybe all your things are gonna get broken. Oh god, no. I'm so glad that I don't have a situation like this in Germany. So well, this is basically it, my little list for today. I have other many things that I like about Germany, but of course maybe in the future I'll make another video about it. And yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make videos so often like I was making it before, because now with the school I'm in so much stress because I really do not understand anything. And so I have to pay extra attention, I have to do my homework, and I have to do other things, I have to work, etc. So I'm sorry guys if I'm not uploading so many videos, but I hope you understand, and I hope you like this one. And please don't forget to write me any comment or ask me questions, and then I can make a video about questions. That would be interesting. I would like to answer every single thing you want to know about me, of course if it's not too private. But I think that's a funny thing to do. And yeah, I hope that I have enough time next week to maybe make 1 or 2 videos more. But in the meantime, I wish you guys a great weekend, and that this 2017 is starting with the best energy for all of you, know. So well, take care, and we'll see you in the next time. Bye.